All the CA inter students of Jan 25 exams, you are constantly worrying right now. 30 days before exams. We are hardly 30 days before exam. And you are constantly worrying. You know why are you worrying? You're worrying too much. I think right now you're in the state of too much of pressure, too much of stress. Can I make through the Jan 25 exam? Can I qualify in the Jan 25? You are obsessed so much with the result, you are unable to act now. You're not keeping your actions. You're not actually, working. You're not working now. You're only thinking about the result. What will happen? What will happen? What do you worry about the result? Always remember in life, result is not in your control. Result is not in your hand. Your time, your energy, your actions, only these three are in your hand. Your strategy is in your hand. Your time is in your hand. Your approach is in your hand. If you make these three proper, if you make use of these three proper, your time, energy, and actions, believe me, 99% you can control your result. I see many, not just students, everybody in life I come across, they always worry about, the uncertain future. They always worry, only worry. They never know how to live blissfully. They never understand how to live peacefully, calmly, composed. The same you're also doing. I told many a times in my previous videos, I don't know how many of you have watched it earlier. The more you think of your result, the less you work, the more you worry. Your work, no, your progress towards your studies and all will badly affect the more you think of result. What do you think of your result? Tell me, like, will I qualify? Will I qualify? What? If man, you will qualify. Wait. First, to qualify, what you are supposed to do? Are you doing it now? First, focus on that. You have 30 days time, which is equal to 300 hours of time approximately. I'm only taking 2 days break for you. I'm doing this video on 9th December. You may be watching this maybe 10th or 11th or 12th December. I don't know. By the time you're watching this video, probably you're left only with 30 days or 28 days. That too, if you're a group 1 student for January. Suppose if you're a group 2 student, you have 35 days time. You literally have very good amount of time. Still, believe me, I know some of you would have planned both the groups. Now what you have to do, decide between group 1 or group 2. Any one group you have to decide now. If at all you're very efficient, you have done complete preparation, revision is over, just one more revision for even betterment, you're doing it. This 1 month is enough for you, for both the groups. Suppose you're still hanging between like what, group 1, group 2, some topics completed in group 1, some topics completed in group 2, some subjects I'm good in group 1, some subjects I'm good in group 2, one subject or not at all good in group 2, one subject not at all good. No, if at all you're like what, you're hanging between these two. Decide one group now. Decide only one group now. First fix. See, this is what even I told 1 month before when I launched the smart course. When I gave you 62 days study schedule, this is what even I told that time. You want to write both the groups, I'm absolutely encouraging. But first take one group, finish one group, total preparation and revision. You still have time, plan other group, no problem at all. You write January, May, whatever the exam, both the groups. Even today when some students comes and ask me, sir, can I plan for both the groups in the upcoming after May 25 exam? They'll ask me. I always tell them you can plan, ma. But take one group first. Finish preparation. Then if you have time, then start the other group. Very simple. If you don't have time, you stick with the group and then go and write and qualify one group and come out. Rather than focusing on both and failing both, it is always better to focus on one and qualifying one. This is what I believe in. So decide today, immediately as soon as you watch this video, decide. Sir, I am unable to decide. If you are unable to decide, means in both the groups you are having equal, in the sense if you are unable to decide, I always tell you to go with group 2. Suppose like some of you might say, sir, in group 1 I prepared so and so, tax I prepared half, sir, accounts I prepared half, sir, law I prepared fully, sir, whereas in group 2 audit I prepared fully, sir, FM and SM half of only completed. Costing, which one I should choose? You should decide where you're having higher ed. You should not ask me. You should have that common sense to decide which group I am good at. Why do you ask this question to somebody like me, a faculty? I cannot decide it. I cannot understand also which group you are good at. You have to decide on your own. But once decided, Don't even think about your decision, whether my decision is right or not. My decision is right. No, you decided already. Don't even think about your decision. Now, how to make your decision right? Work on it. Suppose you decided, sir, I'll go with group 2, sir. I have 35 days time, happily 350 hours time is there, sir. Auditing 100 hours, sir. FM and SM put together some 120 hours, sir. Costing 130 hours, sir. Totally 350 hours. I can do group 2 very well, sir. Start implementing that plan. Start implementing that plan. You decided group 1. Implement. Decide how many hours you need for each and every subject. Balance hours. Like you might have already prepared some some portion of each and every subject. Balance number of chapters that are left. How many hours it requires for you to revise them thoroughly. I'm telling you it is revised because you already prepared. I hope you already gone through the entire subject once at least. So now how to revise them thoroughly, deeply, deep revision. How much time it take? Plan it, execute it. Draw your own timetable. You are just at 30 days before exam. Nobody will give you timetable, and the timetable, if at all I make and give you also, it will not work out. It will not work out for sure. The timetable that I give you will not work out for many of the students. If at all 2 months before exam you meet me, the timetable I'll give you for 2 months. That will work out for everybody because there you can start from scratch. 60 days time, if at all you're having 60 days, more precisely 45 days time if you're having, I can give you a timetable where you can start from scratch. Like for example, I made the timetable in our website. You can see here in our website, there is a website, rest of a CNCMA. Here there is a free resources. Here you see there is something called, just a minute. So CA Inter, if you go smart course, if you go, here you see for group 1, like that in group 2 also you will find timetable we have given for each group. Each and every day what you are supposed to do. This timetable will work very well if at all you are having 2 months before exam time. Now you are just 30 days before exam time. I don't know when are you going to watch this video and make a decision also. So for this 30 days, nobody can give you timetable, and even if somebody gives you, that may not useful to you. That may not work out for you. Now I hope I take an assumption you already gone through each subject, some portion you might have completed. You are left with, let us assume 50% syllabus. In group 1 or group 2, whoever it is, you are left with 50% syllabus. Let me take an assumption. Now, is this 1 month time sufficient for you to crack the January? The remaining 50, can I cover? Absolutely, you can cover. Absolutely, you can cover. Like, sir, what is the proof, sir? How come you say that? Very simple. Suppose you see, for group 2 in our smart course, the total number of hours that a student has to watch class is 312 hours only. Whereas for group 2, from December 10th or 11th onwards till January 14th or 15th, you are having 35 days time minus some 3-4 days break. 30 days into 11, 330 hours of time you are having. If at all you are group 2, if at all you are group 1 student, you are having at least 300 hours of time. And for these classes, no, any fresher can understand. In such a way we made these classes, that itself taking 360, 300 hours. Smart course means 3/4 syllabus. See, what is 3/4 syllabus? Again, let me tell you. Let me tell you here. So we have something called 3/4 strategy, 3/4 preparation strategy. So same, rest of a CA and CMA website. Inside this free resources you go. Here you see smart course strategy 3/4. What is 3/4 chapter list? Very simple. For every subject, we divided the chapters into 2 parts. Because you will be having marks, you will be having weightage for. In exam, you will be having weightage for 114 marks to 120. If it is tax paper, sometimes it is 130 marks also. Income tax and GST put together. So 114 to 120. You know very well that you just have to write for 100. By default, you're having 15 marks to 20 marks choice. 20 marks means you can leave one very big chapter in your subject. In a particular subject, you can leave one very big chapter that will come within this. Sir, now you might immediately ask, so what if that question comes in compulsory question, choice is not there? Don't even think about this. Let me look at what my analysis is. If you want to score 50 plus in exam, it is enough if you write 70 marks perfectly. There are many students who write 110 marks, including choice. They score only 20, 18, 19. I'm not talking about those kind of students who are attempting all the chapters, who are studying entire subject, entire revision, who are attempting even including choice and still scoring 20. I am talking about ranker's mindset. Ranker mindset is what, whatever he write on the paper, it's perfect. It's perfect. Most of the all India rankers will write only for 80 to 90 marks on an average. You can see all India rankers interviews that are there on the YouTube. They on an average write 80 to 90 on an average. I'm telling you, all India first ranker would have wrote for 95 marks on an average, but on an average every ranker wrote only to 80 to 90 marks, and where they got rank, and you are targeting 100 marks. I don't know which rank you're aiming for. I'm not sarcastically telling you. I'm just telling you, I'm not degrading you, by the way. Understand? I am bringing out you the fact. On an average, the rankers have attempted for 80 to 90 marks. Attempted, I'm talking about. You can see my recent podcast videos with the CA Inter student. A student in audit, CA Inter got 81 marks. He has attempted 87. Another student is there who attempted for 100, who got 13 marks only. It's not how many marks you attempt that decides your marks. What is decided. Your marks are decided based upon the perfection with which you attempted. So 70 marks if you attempt, 50 plus you can score. But you know what is 3/4 strategy? 3/4 strategy, we will give you chapters. For example, you take FM. This left side, this column is first priority, this is last priority. What is last priority? All these chapters, don't study until you are perfect in these chapters. Until you are perfect in these chapters, don't study the last priority chapters. Right now, after watching this video, download this document from the Shrestha for CSCMA website and make changes. Suppose you are a group 2 student, costing you are preparing. All these chapters, keep aside. I'm not saying ignore it completely. Keep it aside. What you have to do first, these topics, 100% sure. Be 100% confident. You are 100% confident of these topics. Mark my word, you will attempt 80 plus marks for sure with perfection, where you can score easily 60 plus marks. For sure, you can score 60 plus marks easily. That's not a big deal at all. And auditing, these topics keep as last priority. Different entities, strategy, risk assessment, 450. Remaining you study 75 to 80 marks. Pakka you can attempt. Pakka you can attempt. Where you can easily score 50 plus. Recently, I made a podcast. Student wrote 87 only, but got 81. Is that not enough? If you write 70, won't you score 50 plus? How is that? How poor you write exam? No, right? Believe in perfection. Study only this syllabus and become 100% confident in the first priority topics. If you're 100% confident on all this, you still have time. Then cover these also. Who are asking you to leave them? Likewise, for every subject, we have given topics. What topics that are there under first priority, what should be given under last priority chapters. Again, many students I notice nowadays following behind top 100 questions, top 50 questions. Don't go behind that. I can give you top 150 questions or 100 questions. I can tell you from that for sure questions will come. Pakka questions will come. In the entire subject itself, we are having 300 to 400 problems. Out of that 100 problems I'm giving you, obviously why won't you get 40 marks out of it? You will obviously get common sense. Some students will say, sir, MTP1, MTP2, RTP of last 5 attempts if we follow, we will damn sure attempt for 50 plus 60 plus marks. Obviously, past 5 attempts, MTP1, MTP2 means 10 papers, RTP means 15. 15 into each paper will have 20 questions, 300 questions you are solving. Your book itself is having 500 questions. Main book itself is having 500 questions. Hardly 300 questions you are solving. Obviously, 50-60 marks from that will come. Common sense. Apply common sense. Many are losing. Many do not have this common sense. It's very common. Obviously, from past 5-6 MTPs, RTPs, every model from ICA book will be covered. Obviously, it will be covered. So, the same will be asked in an exam. That is a lottery method. That is not a very scientific method of preparation. I am telling you the scientific method of preparation. If you are perfect in 80 marks worth of syllabus, if you, no matter how the paper comes, you can confidently attempt. Like you see account, consolidation, branch accounts, I tell people to leave. Sir, from these 25-30 marks will come, sir. What? It's okay. Rest 75-80 is in your hand, right? Rest 75-80 marks in your hand. If you perfectly write them, if you write 80 marks, you will get 75. Even if you write above average, you get 50 plus. Believe in perfection. Believe, my dear, you still have enough time. You still have enough time. I'm telling you. I may not say from scratch. If you start from today, 30 days, you will. I won't give you false hope. But if you are extremely determined, I only have this 30 days in my in right now, and I must clear within this 30 days by studying, and the January exam I must clear. If you firmly decide, I'm telling you, your mind works in that way. Your mind works in the way, whatever you assert to your mind, if you positively assert, it works positively. You negatively assert, it works negatively. Believe in mindset. That's why I say the mindset is what entirely it matters. You decide it will work. No, don't question, sir, will this work? Or you might be having some other plan. Sir, can I study? Will I qualify? That's why I'm telling you, ignore the result. Ignore the result. What result is going to come? Ignore. You have 30 days in your hand. You have time. You have energy. You're ready to work. These three are in your control. Strictly use them wisely. Wisely use them. Productively use them. Let leave the result to the God. In this 30 days, how much intense you prepare, it depends upon your level of intensity. Even if you start from scratch now, you can qualify. You can qualify. I'm saying you can. I'm not saying you will obviously qualify, but you can qualify. There are chances. Personally, I'll tell you, I studied my CA final one particular group only in 15 days. You don't believe me? No need to believe me. You can ask my friends, like, my friends also will watch most of my videos. Somehow, one of my friend who is already a repeater right now also is writing exam. He will watch each and every video. I need to, if I lie here, I can't show my face to him, right? Obviously, I don't lie. 15 days. But in my first attempt, I prepared that subject decently, getting it. But that time, one of my strategy went wrong. That time, I followed 2/3 strategy, not 3/4. 3/4 is safer strategy than 2/3. That time what happened is syllabus changes were there in the CA final and CA inter. That syllabus changes, I don't know. That's why my strategy failed. In the next attempt, 15 days is what time I took from my employment. I'm in employment that time. 15 days time is what I took before exam. 15 days. I decided only one thing. 15 days is the time I have. Within this, I have to make it. This is what I decided. I don't have another option. I have to study within this 15 days. This entire syllabus I should cover. I covered 2/3 syllabus only that time also. Getting it? I can easily cover. See, basically, I personally have lots of confidence on me. So that's greatest gift I got. I always believe in me. Some people around me call I'm overconfident, but that is what helping me always. That is what always helping me. Getting it? Because I believe me so much. I believe me so much that you give me 15 days time, you give me 20 days time. I will not sit and cry within this 20 days. What can I do? What can I do? I will not cry like this. Within this 20 days, what I can do. This is what I think about. I think like a winner. I always think like a winner in my every situation of my life. So many hurdles I faced. I'm telling you, personally, I've gone through so many struggles, so many. Today, what you're seeing me is different from what I am earlier, what I was earlier. So have a winner mindset. Winner mindset, loser mindset. The only difference is loser always thinks about losing. Winner always thinks about winning. Within the given set of resources, you have 30 days time. You have energy. You are having a plan also before you. A winner thinks, how should I win using these three? A loser only thinks, how can I win within this with these items? If you're a loser, you think like within 30 days, how can I prepare and make my result? I will plan for next attempt. Winner, why should I wait for next attempt? This 30 days, I will fight like anything. I will put up on, I will be stubborn. I will act very severely. I will, next to 30 days is going to be, a kind of yagnam. 30 days they do, like a ritual, and they will win. Eventually, they will win. Have winner's mindset. I'm not telling you this to motivate you or not like that. This is reality. This is reality. Your thoughts, yet bhavam tad bhavati. Your thoughts are what your actions. Your actions are what your result. Your result is decided by your action today. This 30 days, mark my word. Give your everything. Your soul, heart and soul you give. See, it turns out to be magic. It will be, your result is going to be magical. For sure, I'm telling you, the universe works in your favor. Trust in the universe, trust in the God, trust in the process. Most importantly, trust yourself. The more you think, how can I do? How can I do? You can't do, my dear. You can do. I can do. Who else? Who else can do other than me? You should have this attitude. Courage. Courage is what you require. I'm telling you, it's not to pacify you, or it's not to motivate you, or no, I'm not here for motivation. Motivation don't last. What really important is, I am just doing this entire video just to remember, just to remind you how much potential you have. You have enough time. See, 300 hours, is it a very good time. You can really do. You have decent time, you have energy, you are ready to work, you have to work. See how the result will be. Don't think about the result at all. In the next 30 days, don't think about the result. This 30 days, only think about how can I study more productively, how can I be very efficient, how can I manage my rest and studies simultaneously, how should I make sure that I'm healthy always. Again, simultaneously, you should focus on your health, studies, rest, everything. So you just focus on the process. Leave the result. Don't even think about it. What if I fail in here in the last 30 days? Getting it? What's the point of thinking about the result? With this 30 days, implement in such a way you do really wonderful work, and you will show the world I can do within just 30 days also. Have this courage, have this attitude, have this kind of winner's mindset. That's it. Okay, so point number one, decide which group you want to focus now. If at all you're very much good at both the groups already, you don't have even this doubt, sir, which group I should, you didn't even get this thought. You don't worry about this. You just happily proceed with your plan. Go write both the groups. Suppose if you're in this doubt, getting it, decide one group, and next 30 days, start your ritual. Daily 11 hours you have to study. 11 hours you have to study. Only 1 month. This 1 month, be determined. 11 hours, dedicate yourself. After exams are over, take rest, man. Take 15 days rest. Don't even touch anything. Happily sleep. Happily enjoy. Go vacation. Go meet friends, relatives, family members, everybody. Getting it? Only these two rules. Actions decide the most of your result. If you are too obsessed with your result, you obviously worry a lot. Start working, stop worrying. As simple. My favorite quotation: start working, stop worrying. When you start actually working, no, to your goal, you naturally worry less. People worry, people stress because they're not working. If they're working, if they focus on work, they naturally forget every worry, every problem that they're going through. Work is so powerful. Studies are so powerful. Study. Okay? Yes. I know you will do well. All the very best.